Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Eye 73. That guy in your thumbnail right there, his name Roy Hollander. Roy hate women, or Roy hated women. This is a guy who murdered the judge's son in New Jersey and shot her husband. This guy also went to Santa Barbara, California, and murdered another lawyer. Roy is a classic case of someone who hate their mom. I'm not just saying this. It's also in this article that Roy hated his mother. So his mother wouldn't allow him to have a girlfriend. He hated his ex-wife, saying she just married him for a green card. Roy, he was anti-feminist. Roy, if you can name it, Roy hated women for it. Roy didn't care. Roy, he is the man that, according to reports, that he sued nightclubs because they were having woman night. Woman night. When they let women in free, men had to pay. What sued clubs for it? They say he hated the judge whose house he went to because he said they've been moving the cases too slow. Right? His dislike for women even got worse, according to the article. One day he found out he had terminal cancer. And then, according to this article, I'm on Yahoo News, Roy had a list of other people that he wanted to kill. They say he had a list of 3 other judges, 3 other female judges he wanted to kill. The woman who treated him for his counsel, he had her on the list to be killed. Roy, they said Roy hatred toward women was so bad that he supported people who were part of a group saying they wanted to kill women or they anti-woman. I'm gonna read you some of this article. I ain't even sit here and give you like 15 minutes of my view. I'm gonna read you some of this article. This is an article right here. This man, and then he had his murder-suicide plan out so much that Roy wrote a manifesto how he felt. Here you go. Roy sound bitter and angry when he bumped into his former rugby teammate December at a library in Manhattan. He said he was sick from a rare cancer that he could die at any moment. He wondered out loud he should sue his doctor for malpractice. He said things kept getting worse for Roy, a self-described anti-feminist lawyer who was known for his misogynistic and the dozens of lawsuits he filed, many. They said the Manhattan judge dismissed one of them in May. And a few weeks later, a federal judge in New Jersey named, is it Esther or, no, I don't think it's Stella. I think it's Esther Sauls, canceled a scheduled hearing in a different suit. Yeah, that Esther. The delay following years of resentment that he had harbored against Esther over his unfounded claim that she was moving the cases too slowly. That in turn built upon a lifetime of seeking hatred toward women. He accused his mother of preventing him from having a girlfriend, and his ex-wives of marrying him only to obtain a green card. Roy Ray's turned to violence this month when he showed up to Esther's home in New Jersey posing as a FedEx delivery man and opened fire, killing her 20-year-old son and wounding her husband. Investigators said she was not harmed. It's a days before Roy, who is 72. I get 17 from. Who is 72 had traveled by train to Santa Barbara County, California, while he shot and killed a robber male right lawyer at his home, authorities said. It's an hour after the shooting in New Jersey, police found Roy's body off a road in upstate New York with a single gunshot to the head. They say in his nearby rental car, investigators found a list naming more than dozens of possible targets, according to police brief on their investigation. There's aside from the judge and the rival lawyer, excuse me. Damn. There was 3 other female judges and the lady who treated him for cancer. They said an examination of Roy's life shows how he represented the most violent element of men's movement who discussed online has become increasingly threatening toward women. God. They said he made his views clear in thousands of pages of writing. In his first month, he uploaded the last version of his autobiography, a 1,698-page manifesto that ended with about the determination to fight feminism until his last breath. His brief swirl between the world of self-proclaimed anti-feminists and men rights activists. He ranted about what he perceived to be the gender discrimination against men in family courts and other institutions. A focus of men rights activists, but also wrote blogs, posts calling for women to be killed. Damn, Roy. What was mean? Roy got mad at 2 women. He wanted to take it on all women. I had to wet my throat. They said after but go to bed, Butch. Oh, what doing, dog? They said after a contested divorce in 2001, Roy using the court system to address his grievance, suing nightclubs for advertising lady nights discount, the Columbia University for having women study program. When he lost in court, as he almost always did, he would sometimes respond with lawsuit targeting the opposing lawyer, and even once sued a judge who had ruled against him. They said by the end of his life, he was a man alone, facing terminal cancer, financial instability, and growing legal problems. Legal community advocate for men's rights, according to his writing and interviews with a dozen people who spoke with him in the past for decades. They say it really appeared to be a classic story of someone who felt scorned, but then took it to a delusionist level, and his response to it said, the divorce lawyer who represented Roy, ex-wife. They said when Roy felt aggrieved, he stopped at nothing to harass you and make your life miserable. He was like the Terminator. Roy turned to violence appeared to be years in the making. In his autobiography, he moves about killing his mother and about sexual violence against a female judge in his divorce case. So during his divorce procedure in 2001, his wife accused him of threatening her with a gun. Roy has long harbored a grudge against Mark Angelucci, the rival lawyer who served as vice president of the National Coalition for Men, a men right group. Last year, Mark won a majority victory in the lawsuit he brought challenging the male-only military draft, in an issue that Roy believed belonged only to him. After Mark filed a lawsuit in 2013, Roy called the coalition president and threatened violence. Roy was then kicked out of the group. Roy shot and killed Mark 52 on July 11th at his home in San Benito County, authorities said. Damn. Roy went all the way to California to kill this guy that he wanted to be like. Killed this guy that he was jealous of. He was jealous of the dude. Then he turned around and went back to California. Went back to New Jersey and killed the judge's son. I wonder how many more Roys around here. How many more people just like Roy who got this built up anger, who just been suppressing it for so many years and just finally just snap. Roy had brought a lawsuit in New Jersey similar to Mark that was pending before Esther. In his autobiography, he complained about delays in the case and appeared to be jealous of Mark's victory. This last month, Esther had canceled a hearing in the suit that has been set for June the 25th. They say in both the New Jersey and California shooting, the gunman wore uniform resembling a FedEx driver, according to people briefed on the investigation. A spokesman for FedEx has said the company is cooperating. In his autobiography, Roy wrote about the impersonation of FedEx delivery man on the phone when he was stalking his ex-wife after their divorce to figure out when she would be home. Roy grew up in Midland Park, New Jersey, a middle-class town about 25 miles northwest of Manhattan, and had a loathing for his mother, clinging to grudge against her. In his autobiography, he claimed that she told him she wished he had never been born and that she would not let him have a girlfriend or learn to play a musical instrument. Roy mama was mean. Roy described getting in trouble in the 3rd grade after trying to forcibly kiss 2 girls in his class, a pattern that would continue throughout his life. He later wrote that he was kicked out of martial art academy for flirting with women. He said after graduating high school in 1965, he briefly attended the University of Colorado and later took courses at Columbia University, but it was not clear that he ever received a bachelor's degree. He graduated from the George Washington University Law School in 1985 and received his MBA from Columbia Business School in 1997. And so during this period, he avoided the Vietnam War draft and drifted between jobs. This working as a local news reporter for a political campaign in New York, according to his resume. His many degrees and former employers created a beard respectability. They said later on in life, he sometimes broke introduction with his other lawyer by citing the fact that he once worked as an associate at the Cabin, Swain and Moore one of the most prestigious law firms in New York. They said then he moved to Moscow, a turning point in his life in 1999. He was hired to work in the Moscow office of corrupt investigation firm. Joe, who helped him translation into the job as his replacement, said Roy, who was in his early 50s at the time, talked openly about keeping women in their place and pursuing much younger women. He was obsessed with his own appearance. They said, "Don, he has to look younger." A spokeswoman from the crew did not respond to a request for comment. But in 2000, Roy married a Russian woman in Moscow and returned to the United States. Returned to New York with her later that year. Their marriage quickly fell apart. He filed for a divorce in 2001, accusing his wife of being a prostitute, by doping him and doping him into marriage to obtain a green card. She accused him of publishing her diary and a naked photo online, citing an incident which he threatened her with a gun. According to the complaint she filed that was posted in Roy's personal website. It said at the time of the divorce, she was 25 and he was 53. According to the records posted on the site, she did not respond to requests for comment. Divorce consumed him. He failed in his effort to seek and avoid the marriage. Standing on the courthouse step in New York after the divorce hearing, his devastation turned into hatred. He wrote in his autobiography, he said he wanted to bomb a feminist organization. Finally, he wrote, "I knew my real enemies, the one who plotted my discretion from birth, the one who smiled so sweetly through their blood-red lips. Danes." When he talking about Danes, he talking about women. Danes is one of the old terms that you seen in the movies. Look at that dame over there. And for years, then he said for years after the subject of his ex-wife came up constantly, according to 4 people who recalled the conversation. After his divorce, Roy's legal crusade escalated and he started filing a flurry of federal and state lawsuits. He often identified himself as a court filing and anti-feminine and men's rights lawyer, but some cases seem to have a purpose. Like a lawsuit he filed in 2013 accusing the MTA of overcharging for Metro cards. In 2007, he sued an upstairs neighbor in his Manhattan building complaining of excessive noise. After a routine court hearing in the case, Roy chased the neighbor lawyer, Paul, down the hallway and grabbed him from behind. They ended up scuffling on the floor. That night, Paul filed a complaint with the court and cited Roy misogynist blog posts in an argument for extra security. Particular when there are factors such as female judge, which many trigger unpredictable behavior by Roy, according to a copy of the complaint provided to the New York Times. Let's say another female lawyer who has faced off against Roy said a male colleague, after reading Roy's violent blog post, once accompanied her to a court in order to sit next to Roy and create a physical shield for her. His unorthodox legal battle gained Roy appearance in the Corbett Report and Fox News, but his notorious alignment him for mainstream clients. In recent years, he took contracts assignment helping big law firm review documents. One job paid $31 an hour. $31 an hour. He filed for bankruptcy in 2011 and frequently he declining income. At the hearing in 2018, he seemed embarrassed by his status, telling the judge, I get by doing the lowest of lows of legal work, called document reviews. A legal service firm fired Roy in 2016 after he called another office worker an illegal, according to the lawsuit he filed against the company. The spokesman for Equip confirmed that Roy was terminated without elaborating. Later that year, he made calls for the Trump campaign as a volunteer, according to his autobiography. He said he was drawn to Donald Trump's views on immigration. An official with the Trump campaign said, "We don't know anything about him, but the crime in this case is horrifying." In 2015, his suit challenged the male-only military draft. Roy representing a woman who wanted to enlist. It was a legal cause supported by women advocate group. But Roy had a different motivation. He wrote in his autobiography that women should finally know not just the benefit. Women should finally know not just the benefit, but also some of the real hell of manhood. When the case was assigned to Esther, he wrote that he was initially attracted to her and wanted to ask her out. Later on, he called her a lazy, uh, what? He called her a lazy Latino. He claimed that she worked for an organization trying to convince Americans that whites, especially white males, was barbarians. Damn, Roy. Roy wasn't joking, was he? The lawsuit is still pending and on Wednesday was assigned to a different federal judge in New Jersey. They said in late 2018, Roy received a diagnosis of cancer. Man, it seems that one of Roy's few remaining joys was playing rugby, which he said was originally done to keep myself in shape for the girls. The rugby teammate who saw him in December when he sounded bitter said he was chatting with Roy in a short phone call during the pandemic. Roy did not elaborate on his health, but said he appreciated the call. He recalled the teammate who spoke on the conditioning. It said in one of Roy's last court appearances, a federal judge in Manhattan ruled against him at a hearing in February of 2018. Roy became angry, and the judge urged him not to take the ruling personally. "It was a pleasure appearing before you, Your Honor," Roy told the judge, "but it is always personally." But I said, "Shit, I'm already mad. I'm suing you all if I can get my status back in New York as a lawyer." You know what I'm saying? Don't take it personally. Roy said, "It's always personally." Imagine, imagine is Roy didn't, imagine that Roy didn't kill himself. The police didn't know who he was. Maybe they knew, maybe they didn't. I don't know. I don't think they knew. And he had just went out and started doing contract hits on these other lawyers, judges, doctors. I'm telling you, the people that we call crazy are people that who get called crazy. I don't got called crazy plenty of times. I know I got plenty of sense. It just I don't have the paper to show how much sense I have. You know, like the degree that people have. Like, yeah, I got a degree in this, so this is my. I don't have that. None of that. But I know I got plenty of sense. I can hold a conversation with anybody on any topic. But the ones who y'all consider as the intelligent, smart, geniuses, those the ones are crazy. They are, man. Perfect example. Bill Gates. Bill Gates crazy. I don't care what y'all say. Bill Gates is crazy. Bill Gates crazy. People consider him a genius. Elon Musk, crazy. But he crazy smart though. He crazy. He went on crazy people like I can do this, and he actually do it. Elon Musk, I'm gonna build a space force. Elon Musk don't build the space force, people. United States using Elon Musk spacecraft now to go to the darn International Space Station. But all these people, it's a lot of people walking around here got that title of being a doctor, got that title of lawyer, CEO, and all that kind of stuff. Who is off they rockers at home? Who are psychos? I don't have the proof, but I'm pretty sure you got a bunch of lawyers and a bunch of professional people at home. So I want to kill this person. I kill him. I kill him. Got a bunch of them. But they be at work. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Man, another one you got. Y'all be talking about y'all be scared of you the big black man. He look violent. I'm scared of him. I know I've been called it. I've been called it. I am 6'2". That's not the tallest person, but I'm tall to some of the average people. I'm 6'2", around about 255, about 255 pounds. I smile sometimes. As you see when I do my video, I be smiling. My sense of humor is awesome, people. I have one of the greatest sense of humor in the world. But my thing is, if I don't know you, ain't gonna sit here and just like give you that doing fake smile or fake how you doing. About that up in the South. Don't believe all that doing southern thing like how you doing. Only reason, like I just moved into this subdivision from another subdivision. But I moved to this subdivision right here. And the only reason I started speaking to my neighbors when I be out there doing yard work, and they might be somebody might be jogging by or somebody taking a stroll through the neighborhood, you know, walking or somebody driving up the road, and they throw their hands up. So I start throwing my hands up at them too. Like, hey, what's going on? I don't know them people. But if you get to know me, I'm telling you, man, y'all will laugh and have so much fun. That's me. To me, I think I was put on this earth to bring a smile to people's face. While growing up, I wanted to be a comedian. But the little small town that I was coming from, I didn't know what kind of role that I needed to take to become a comedian. Then I joined the Navy. I started being a bunch of different. I just met a lot of women. Because the small town I grew up in, they you find out that your cousin, like you can't tell you her that your cousin. Like, why you ain't been saying that jump? I had one of those small towns. Down there, everybody in that downtown was, and down there, everybody in that county is your family. That wasn't a small town I grew up in. Like, so it taught me start going out of town, but going out the county to different counties. And then I had to be careful too, because people kill them people too. I don't know why I started talking about this. Tell me why I started talking about this. I don't know. Oh, I know why I started talking about it. I'm talking about my personality and stuff. Yeah, sometimes I walk there, ain't me to talk to you. Like if I go to, like, when me and my sweetie started dating, and she's like, let's go down to my parents' house. I'm like, why? I said, okay. And they were talking. You know, a lot of the time, family members get together, they start doing that flashback crap. You know, talking about somebody 10, 20 years ago that you ain't have nothing to do with, you don't know nothing about. So I just sit there like, I just sit there. I had that stone cold face like, so I was just sitting there like that. Like, oh, you quiet. Why you looking mean over there? I say, ain't that one of them people that had a little goofy smile on their face for no reason? Like, he like, the other people I'm scared of. I'm scared of the people who just be smiling for no reason. Like, what is going on in their head? Like, what going on in their head? Something wrong with them. I tell you, something wrong with them. They're thinking about hurting somebody. Uh, they're having a flashback of who they don't hurt. I know. Hey, rest in peace to that judge, son. Rest in peace to that lawyer, Mark, who got killed out in California by Roy. Even rest in peace to Roy. I have hope he have found his peace. I hope he didn't take his hatred to the afterlife or to the spirit realm. I hope he didn't take it to the spirit realm of the afterlife toward females. Right, mess around and turn into a female hating poltergeist. Y'all better watch out the end. Y'all won't be able to see right. Just like I miss y'all in my when I was live, my spirit back for you. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. Even though if you're getting paid to watch this video or not, thank you for taking the time out your day watching this video. I hope I kept you entertained. I hope my reading wasn't so struggling. I hope you understood everything I said. I hope you all have a great day. Take care of yourself. Drink a lot of water, people. It's summertime. Drink a lot of water. Y'all see this? See this skin tone? That come from water. How the name? That come from water. This is not a plug for this company. The company do not need me to plug them. But I drink a lot of water. So drink water. Also, I don't drink alcohol and all that stuff too. I don't smoke. Thank you for watching the video. If you have got this far down and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, hit the share button, and hit the like button. I just gave you all an hour worth of videos and 2 videos. I still got some more stuff to talk about, but I don't want to flood y'all like I'm doing rapper come out here and just dropping too many doing tapes and mixtape. Like, oh, I got a number for you. Listen. So thank you for watching. Hope y'all have a great day. Take care of yourself. Oh shit. I must hit the wrong thing. I hit not yet instead of in. I look like a fool, like hey, take care.